Hello and welcome. My name's Matthew James. This is MJTV. It's the 23rd of January 2012. It's also the Chinese New Year and we're in a new moon. Yes, it's 2012. It's basically the year that we were all anticipating. 2012 is now upon us. We're almost through the first month. And I've decided to start doing these little blogs, these little video blog excerpts. I'm going to be putting them up on YouTube. I'm actually a clairvoyant and medium. I have been for over 20 years. A lot of people who actually know me in the Canberra area. I do standard mediumship work. I do readings. I do a few other things. I don't quite know what we're going to talk about. I've got a basic idea in this first one. I want to basically cover 2012. But as I know with most of these things, what you get planned always ends up doing something else. I was going to introduce myself, and then I was just going to really sort of just put my ideas on film about what 2012 is to me anyway. I don't think for 1 minute it's going to be this huge disastrous year that we've been hearing for. Well, since I've certainly been hearing it since the 80s, all about earth changes, all about the safety zones, where you had to be certain points on the planet in 2012 because there was going to be huge waves, huge tidal waves. There was going to be all sorts of different other things. We weren't basically going to survive 2012. I must admit, I've not been receiving any of this sort of transmission over the years. I've been doing quite a few home readings in the last 18 months to 2 years where I've gone forward. I've done sort of a forecast 12 months to 18 months ahead. So I've been basically doing predictions for people that have been taking them into 2012. And in that 2012 period that I've been looking at, I've not been seeing any major disruptions. I've not been seeing tidal waves. I've not been seeing destruction. I've not been flooding. I've not seen flotillas of UFOs coming down. I've just basically seen the mundane, everyday lives that everybody leads in these time periods. Now that's obviously going to help quite a lot of people who are really concerned about where they're going to be at the end of 2012. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not making any preparations. I'm just going to take each day as it comes. I know me and a few people that I've been speaking to on Facebook have actually had some sort of vibrational phenomena occurring in the last couple of weeks. A huge feeling of depression, this ominous feeling that something's happening without really knowing what it is, pain in the sort of the solar plexus area, real feeling of dread. I put it up on Facebook and I had quite a lot of people agreeing with me on this. My Facebook page, I might as well mention it. You can find me actually on Facebook. It's Matthew James Medium. It's a public figure page. I might as well mention Twitter as well. I'm Matt James Medium on Twitter. I'll come to other things just as we finish this brief broadcast. This is just the first one. This is really a trial run. My idea was that 2012 was going to be the first thing I talk about, and I just got a feeling that this is going to be part 1 of 2012, because I wanted to mention Planet X as well, Nibiru. I mean, how many people have heard about Nibiru in recent times? There are various ideas that there is this planetary system. It's a planet that's wormwood. It's Planet X. It's also known as the Crossing, and every so many thousands of years it's supposed to come and cross over into this part of the galaxy and wreak absolute havoc on planet Earth. Indeed, there was theories that the last time it came round it was Atlantis, and the fall of Atlantis was caused by the planet Nibiru. Now if you go onto the blog, The Light in the Darkness, mara-gamiel.blogspot.com, and you actually look up Nibiru, you'll see some pictures that I actually captured in 2002, 2003, when we lived in New Zealand. It shows the globe that's round the sun, sorry. Whether it's a planet or whatever it was, there's just some interesting footage. I think sort of Nibiru's arrival is probably, there's more truth in it than fable. The thing that I'm not too sure about is the story that goes with Nibiru. that the Anunnaki, this ancient race of reptilian beings that created mankind, it's their home planet, and they're now sort of within reach of the Earth, and they're now returning back to the planet. I know there's been a high percentage of UFO sightings recently, which, whether they're true or not, then they might coincide with this Nibiru occurrence. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I personally believe in UFOs. I've seen UFOs. We saw a UFO on New Year's Eve. We were out ghost busting. We're actually looking for ghosts, but above us there was what looked like a satellite, and then it just suddenly disappeared. So whether that was a UFO, who knows? But it's just weaving up the subject a little bit. I know when I start talking, I don't actually shut up. That's my problem. Hence the idea of MJTV. People who know me will know that I've got to go on me. I'm also can be very controversial. I can be very abrupt. People who I do readings for, I will tend to say the truth. I will tend to say how it is. And in coming sort of excerpts from MJTV, I will be having a dig at some things. I'll be talking about controversial matters. So I'm actually going to finish this first transmission because I noticed I'm actually running very, very close to time. And I just say basically thanks for watching me on this very, very first film. It's the pioneering one, it's the trial one. I have got a website, as I mentioned before. I'm also available for personal and private readings. Home, phone, Skype, email. So if you wander over to www.matthewjamesmedium, and it's Matthew with two T's, that's www.matthewjamesmedium.com, you'll be able to find there how to get in contact with me. Now I'm about to press the stop button, and I'm going to draw this first transmission to a close. And what I will basically say is watch out for me in future ones, because I'm going to get pretty blunt. Thanks for your time.